what's happening, everyone? I hope you're all well, and I hope you're all in the best of health. I have been absent for a few days. I did actually, in the past week, I've recorded 3 videos, and due to technical difficulties, I've had to basically delete the videos and start all over again. Regardless, we are here now. I'm ready to get back into it. Unfortunately, those 3 videos that I reacted to, I'm not going to do them again because it's not a genuine first time reaction. One of those was for the trailer for the new film that's coming out called The Creator. Trailer does look amazing, so I advise you all to go and check that out and let me know what you think. So I had this video sent to me by a colleague of mine. He said, check this out, you might find this interesting. He literally sent this to me like within the last half an hour. I think the video is only a couple of hours old. Something to do with the US government, their so-called UAP reports that they've been doing recently. I think it's a lot of rubbish, but it's related to that. And it says here, we have spacecraft from another species. Yes, the US government. So let's check this out. I've followed the Bob Lazar story. I've seen his interview on Joe Rogan. So let's see if this is related to that. I'm a bit skeptical, as I said, with anything that the government comes out with. But regardless, we'll check this video out and see what it's saying. Let's go.
When you say crash retrieval, what do you mean?
These are retrieving non-human origin technical vehicles. You know, call it spacecraft if you will. It's probably not the right parlance, but no kidding, non-human, exotic origin vehicles that have either landed or crashed.
We have spacecraft from another species.
We do. Yeah.
Recorded in 2007, but going semi-viral once again this month due to a new documentary, footage presumably caught on a VHS recorder not only recorded a UFO, but what is claimed to be part of the UFO's propulsion system.
Some say it's some of the...
That's interesting. The way it took off was similar to how Bob Lazar used to describe the ships that he used to work with, their propulsion systems, how they would kind of tilt. And so if it was a disc, it would be like that, and whichever direction it was going, it would point in that direction, and then off it goes. Looked like it done that.
Best footage of a UAP they've ever seen.
The film has been thoroughly examined and confirmed as authentic. This object is not CGI. It has no identifiable propulsion, exhaust, or traditional aerodynamism.
That's a bit mad still.
But what really excites UFO investigators are the very last frames of the footage. The craft makes a peculiar maneuver as it leaves the frame.
That's what I was saying.
As the object accelerates in the direction of the camera, the underside gives us a brief glimpse at what could be powering the object.
Okay, that's quite nifty. If that's real, that's fast.
Officials within the Argentinian government claimed refinery flames were the explanation for this sighting.
What is that? Refinery flames in the sky.
Here's an operating refinery for reference. The average refinery stack is 180 feet. The lights recorded here are approximately 2,000 feet up.
Yeah, but unless there's hills
I'll
and
leave it there.
it's in the clouds.
Interesting footage from Santiago, Chile shows a row of lights initially fixed above the city. Once they start moving, notice how they're completely in sync with one another.
Yeah, but you can get drones to move in sync with each other like that as well. It's not really a big deal.
The reaction of the witness seems very much authentic too. A personal favorite of the month for me, mainly because of the clarity and seemingly physics-defying nature of the object. The witness provides a detailed account of the sighting.
I spent about an hour flying my drone, and when I was doing my last flight for the day, I saw something really weird fly by my drone. Did you see it? I didn't think too much of it until I got home and was reviewing the footage again. In closer inspection, there is this odd object, flying very fast next to my drone. I have no idea what it is.
Another
It looks
drone maybe?
long and flat, and it was flying very fast upward. It doesn't appear to be a bird or insect.
With it gaining speed whilst traveling upwards, showing no visible means of propulsion, no flapping, which rules out birds or bats. This sighting remains a mystery. Some have dismissed it as a boomerang, which to me makes little sense considering how remote the area is and the speed and height it reaches while still going in a straight line. I think we can safely say it isn't that, but it's still the best explanation given so far.
Could be. Just someone throwing it at it. Moving like a balloon in the wind. Nothing peculiar about that. Could just be carried off in the current, you know?
If you're enjoying the video, please leave a like. It really helps. Also, don't forget to subscribe and follow to be updated.
Big
on
up to
future
AFO.
content.
I've just found this channel literally just now when I was sent this link, so I've never seen this channel before. I'm a Secure Team 10 follower. Well, at least you got ads. Make sure you watch my ads when they start sharing them eventually. Support the channel, you get me?
Are you someone who rents a home in England or Wales and has debts of over £7,000?
Not now. Yeah, these triangle ones are interesting, but I do think they are government run. Secure Team 10 covers this in quite a lot of detail, these kind of things. TR 15 or 13, something like that, TR 13 crafts.
What is that? Look at it. It's not lit up. Look at it. That ain't a helicopter.
See how it looked in the sky at first?
What can be best described as a cluster of objects moving through the skies of Pennsylvania?
Yeah,
Parts of the grouping seem to be loosely attached, orbiting the main body of the UFO.
It's not a bird. It's not flapping.
Could be a cluster of balloons though. It's
If it was a bird, it would be going.
a bit of a reach to I don't know. I just think it's a bit of a reach sometimes with these
It has
videos.
like a glowing thing around it. I swear it's like a portal or something, dude.
In my opinion, the witness's reaction helps to read out simple explanations such as balloons. If you have any idea what it could be, leave a comment below.
Balloons. This is interesting. I did see this. Over Roswell though.
What was initially thought to be some of the best footage captured this year, in Roswell of all places, was revealed to be an experimental blimp-like aircraft created by the company Sky.
So it was a balloon in the end.
The peculiar appearance and takeoff method makes the confusion around the sighting understandable.
Yeah. I did believe it was a balloon when I first saw that, just a real shiny one, and I was right. Could be the same thing. At least he gave an explanation. I just didn't play the video and was like, yeah, look at this. He actually gave an explanation for it. It's like shining different lights.
In the airplane at the airport.
What are you looking at?
Yep. Yeah, there's two of them.
Oh yeah, I can see the second one.
The other one just went all the way down to the ground. The other one just came back up. You know, I would say those were probably like parasail kites, but they're going way too high up for that.
I'm curious, do you believe that extraterrestrial intelligence has visited planet Earth?
I think you can go a step further. It hasn't just visited, it's been here a long time, and it's still here. And it has basically, you know, people talk about the wow signal, looking for extraterrestrial intelligence. The wow signal is that people see it on an almost regular basis.
If you had to assign a probability to that statement, that you believe extraterrestrial intelligence has visited this planet, what probability would you assign?
100%.
So what are we looking at if it is, if he says we're looking at it every day, what are we looking at, this extraterrestrial? Okay, there's some interesting clips on there. There wasn't really much discussion about, you know, what was said about the government owning, the US government owning aircraft that was from a different species or whatever. Okay, there was that initial mention at the beginning of the video, but who is that guy? Who was he? It didn't seem like a US government official. What sitting was this stated in? Like, they're having sittings and Pentagon meetings, I can't remember what they're called, senator hearings and things like that. If the information came from one of those hearings, then where's the actual clip of that? I want to hear it from their own mouths, and I'll decide whether they're chatting crap or not. You know, leave it to myself. But being mentioned by a third party, the way it was there, I don't know who that guy was. Certainly weren't, what's his name? Our guy from Secure Team 10, that's for sure. Or Jeremy Corbell. But even he seems to be buying a lot into this whole UAP government hearings and things like that, which I'm a bit surprised with. Because why all of a sudden, after years of ridiculing everyone and anyone who mentions anything about UFOs whatsoever, all of a sudden you want to start acknowledging them and having government hearings for them? It don't make sense to me. What are you up to? You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we're due an alien invasion and it's all government funded. It's all made up by the government somehow. Governments, rather. But what do I know, eh? That's why I'm here, just to react. Chuck in my little opinion here and there, let you know what I think. And that's what I think. A couple of good clips on there. I like the first one. The first VHS style video that they showed, simply because of the way the craft moved off is exactly how Bob Lazar describes it in his interviews, and I advise you to go and check out his interviews. I don't know if his documentary is still on Netflix. It was on there for a bit. Oh my days, excuse me. But if it is, check it out. But you'll get all the information you need from the Bob Lazar interview as well. That was an amazing interview, and it blew Joe Rogan's mind, and it made him somewhat of a believer again in the whole subject. I'm going to take a lot more convincing than that personally. However, I have had my own sightings, you could say. I was with some friends literally just a few weeks ago, chilling out on a rooftop, garden rooftop. Despite being in the city, we had a very clear sky that night. The longer you stare at the clear sky, the more stars you see. To the point we was watching satellites cross the sky, and they're always crossing a straight line, which I was quite surprised to see. I've seen satellites out countryside when I've been in the desert and things like that. I've watched the satellites, you know, creep across the sky in a straight line. They never move apart from in a straight line because they're orbiting the planet. And we was watching some lights which was the same height as satellites, the same dimness of light, and it was zigzagging across the clear sky. It was like, there's no way that's an aeroplane, no way, way too high. And they were zigzagging, and you can see them fade off from where they were elevating even higher. And I was just like, whoa, that was mad. That was mad. Gonna need a powerful camera to record something like that though. Some of my friends have suggested getting some powerful lasers and trying to zap them out the sky with the lasers, try to lure them in or whatever. I'll sit on the sidelines and watch. I'm happy to view them from a distance, if you know what I mean. Alright, with that being said, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions for any similar videos to this, I do find the whole entire subject interesting. I've been following Secure Team 10 for a very long time. Big up Tyler. Why did I do that noise for? Big up Tyler. What are you saying, Tyler? But yeah, if you have any more suggestions similar to this, do send them my way, and I will be sure to check them out. With that being said, I hope you all have a good week. Take care of yourselves. Peace.